They're out and set, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Dragons needing 4 points. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size.
Nigga had a 7 head, so y'all do that, bro.
To throw. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Put the body on the line for his team. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Real momentum. Key to that defense on its heels.
Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And behind that defense, he had another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Hand off, headed left, Elliott. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Hurry this to the line. Right back to Elliott now. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Throwing now. Finds his target, Allen. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. Back to throw. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can...
And he's in, and that's a
Let's
touchdown.
fucking go, Mike!
No time left. He just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. He'll look to throw it. Wow, wide open here. Complete.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, things work a little bit different, and we know that some folks have been confused by this. So both teams guaranteed one possession regardless of who wins the coin toss here. And if after those two drives we're still tied, then an entire season comes down to who can score first. Well, either team has proven they would be more than deserving, but only one can rep the NFC in the Super Bowl. The kick is away in overtime. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Got a man, Bowers has it. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here, we've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. It is caught left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling is a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Slot man motioned over. First down, Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Pressure comes, Williams. As a man, it's Brooks.
Oh, come on.
They get this down to the 7-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a Seattle touchdown. You can't win them the game right away, Brock. Not now in the postseason, but they have taken that pressure off of their shoulders and placed it squarely on the other sideline now with that score to begin overtime.
Oh, that's 100, Kate. You know as an offense, we can't come away empty. The field will be great. Touchdown. Oh, a touchdown now infuses this place, infuses your defense, and gives them the opportunity to go in this game.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
She's a good girl, guys.
First and 10 now from the 30. They give him now to Zeke. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down is just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On 2nd down, or on with Elliott. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Zeke on the carry. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stop for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. All right, Brock, we're at the ultimate do-or-die points here. Get the first down, or it all comes to a close.
I live for moments like these. If this were the regular season, remember, this game would already be over with the touchdown, but it's the playoffs, and they got a shot to answer, and they need to find an answer now, or they could start making their draft plans.
And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.